Hi, I'm Jo Plimmer from Wood and the Trees Coaching, and today I'm going to be talking about what exactly burnout is. Well, the World Health Organization, or WHO for short, updated their definition of burnout in 2019. And so now they define burnout as a syndrome conceptualized as resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. It is characterized by three dimensions: feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion, increased mental distance from your job, or feelings of negativism or cynicism related to your job, and reduced professional efficacy, or in other words, reduced effectiveness at work. They go on to say that burnout refers specifically to phenomena in the occupational context, i.e., it's only in the workplace, and should not be applied to describe experiences in other areas of life. Now, who am I to argue with who? Well, probably nobody, but I'm going to anyway because I don't like it when things aren't logical. I would like to know what word should be applied to signs of energy depletion, negative feelings, and reduced effectiveness that is caused by chronic stress from sources away from the workplace. If burnout is only related to the workplace, what should we call all the other stressors? What should we call it when your stressors come from work and a whole heap of other sources? Maybe an argument with a loved one, financial worries, someone cutting you up on a roundabout, your kids running around the house and asking you a million questions whilst you're trying to do 100 things all at once. How do they even go about deciphering which bit of stress has caused this burnout? That it's all just from the workplace and not from any number of other sources. Oh, your stress is because you're going through a divorce as well as everything you've got going on at work. Oh no, well, that's not burnout then. Okay, I might be being facetious now, but you get my point. You are one whole person. You can't separate you and your life into little bits because ultimately you are at the center of everything you do. And as far as I see it, there are multiple stresses that could lead to symptoms that you feel that might include exhaustion, cynicism, and being less efficient every day. And in fact, that's the problem. It's this build-up of little doses of stress day in, day out that cause the problems. And that makes it complex. And that is why I created the framework of the boom bust roller coaster to put it into context. So let's take a look at the boom bust roller coaster, shall we? Ultimately, the stresses come from things that happen all day, every day. But the things you choose to do day in, day out are driven by habits, beliefs, and feelings that have built up over time. These are shown on the left-hand side of the diagram. Then on the right-hand side, there are some of the signs and symptoms that happen when you've tipped over into bust phase. That's when the good days seemingly out of nowhere have turned into the bad days. It's those ones where you're flirting with burnout, and if you don't take action, you'll keep heading down that slippery slope towards it. The really frustrating bit, though, is that once you are experiencing those bad days and you're in the bust phase, the symptoms it creates continue to perpetuate the cycle, so it makes it even harder to break. So that's why I created Guilt Free. By understanding what is happening in your brain and body to create the cycles, we can find ways to nip the cycles in the bud. And ones that work for you in your life, because there are loads of things that can help. You've just got to know how you can use them strategically. And speaking of strategy, the sessions also allow you to dive into your habits, beliefs, and triggers that set up the cycles so you can start to work there too. But that's where the one-to-one work that I do really comes into its own, because we can really dive into what's causing these cycles for you and then work to rewire the pathways and scramble the limiting beliefs so it just becomes a natural response that you'll do things differently. If you're interested in finding out a bit more, why not come along to the next guilt-free live online workshop and try it out for yourself? I've popped the link to the programme below so that you can see what's up next. So check it out and give me a shout to let me know which one you'd like to come to for a free trial session. Hope to see you soon. Bye.